What's up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to review Snowfall Season 6, Episode 6. So if you have not seen the 6th episode of Snowfall of Season 6, turn this video off, go watch it, come back, and watch this video. Anything I say is my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. These are my thoughts and expressions and what I'm saying out of my mouth, so this is how I feel. Yes, I'm not a public speaker, so I will be stuttering, pausing, trying to track my thoughts like I'm doing right now. And I got my notes over here that I'm going to be looking at that I take while I watch the show. Things like that. I got my handy-dandy water bottle. Make sure this junk was nice and melted for me today. And yeah. Last chance, if you have not seen the 6th episode of Snowfall of Season 6, turn this video off because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. So I do like to grade the show before and after my reviews. I'm going to grade this show an A+, and I'm saying that because I told y'all niggas, like that meme say, I told y'all niggas. But we're going to get into it. I already knew it. So yeah, I give it an A+. I ain't see it taking the turn it was going to take, and that's exactly why I'm giving it an A+. But yeah, let's get into it. This joke was so good. This joke was like super good. I already knew something was gonna happen. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be smoking too. But yeah, that's a no-brainer. Justin Bieber. Side note, he just came out as gay or something like that. I don't know. But yeah. Another side note, I like this little lighter I got. I don't know if you can see, it's like a C or something. I don't know. But yeah, okay, first scene. Teddy immediately calls his baby mother because, you know, Franklin just killed his father and threatened him. If you don't give me my money, your girl and your child is next. I don't know why when he said girl, I was thinking about that junk that Teddy's talking to, but obviously he was talking about his baby mother, but possibly his girlfriend too. So he calls his baby mother. Basically tells her, like, pack stuff, pack a light, and I'm about to send somebody to come get you. Your life has been threatened. Things like that. Telling her to get their sign, get everything together. So I think Gustavo and the CIA guy still in there with him. I don't know, but the CIA guy tries to like sympathize with Teddy, and Teddy ain't really feeling it. He just still in disbelief. And he asks Teddy, the CIA dude, he asks Teddy, like, are you prepared for what's going to happen next? Because now this nigga done touched your family. But, you know, Teddy, he got to move carefully because he's still trying to get back in the CIA. And now he got this KGB dude to worry about. So, CIA dude is basically asking him, is he prepared for what's going to happen next? So, I told y'all I was going to remember, I was going to learn these people's names. So, I kept calling Franklin's baby mother. Her name is Veronique, and V for short. So, he calls her V. And Veronique's mom's name is Cassandra, who's played by Tamara Taylor or whatever, but her name on the show is Cassandra. So, I figured out their names, so now I ain't got to say Franklin's baby moms and Franklin's baby mom's mamas. So, now I know their names. So we in Arizona, and V and Franklin and Cassie, they at the plane hangar, and I called her Cassie. I meant Cassandra. I might say Cassie from time to time. It's shorter to say, shoot. But yeah, V, Franklin, and Cassandra, they at the hangar about to leave. I guess they had to land in Arizona to refuel. I don't know what they did, but basically, Cassandra telling V, like, after what Franklin just did to Teddy's father, like, you do not need to be with him. Like, we not getting on that plane. Like, you need to come with me so we can get that baby a proper life, just that and the third. And V was like, no, like, I'm not going nowhere. At this point, Franklin walks up, and he's like, what's going on? Yeah, she suggests they should leave without Franklin. I'm trying to remember what they said in context. I think the next time I'm gonna start doing my reviews. I'm gonna type it in on my iPad. I feel like that'd be quicker and be easier to read because I be writing it and I be like, I gotta stop every scene writing. Oh yeah, so Franklin walks up while they talking about this, and he like, what's going on between? I'm like, what's going on? So V basically telling Cassandra. I mean, V basically telling Franklin, Cassandra don't she want me to leave with her and leave you behind. Basically telling what Cassandra just told her. Franklin was like, is that what you want? Asking V that. So V was like, nah, I don't want that. Like, this man has never betrayed me. He never lied to me. This, that, and the third. He did all the things that you didn't do, basically. Telling Cassandra this. She was like, he may be ruthless, but he's better than her, basically. So Franklin, he was like, let's go. And they hop on the jet. Cassandra just standing there, looking defeated. But it's like, I need more context. I mean, I understand the gist of everything. Like, her mother did her dirty, all types of things. But I need a little more context. Because what did she do so worse than Franklin that you would choose Franklin over your mother? I mean, I don't know. Franklin ain't never did nothing to her. He just be spazzing out. And she don't like that. I mean, he a killer. But I mean, she knew this. She knew partly about him before she got... But that's the thing. Another thing, like I said earlier in the season... She just popped up in the beginning of what, season 4? Like, they didn't give us no context on how they met or anything. Like, they was just together. So I think their first scene was a sex scene. I don't even remember, but she just popped up. So it's like I need more context into how she even met Franklin and things like that. So, which I don't think we're gonna get because it's the final season, but it is what it is. So Gustavo, he telling his girlfriend that the DEA dude threatened to just shut the whole thing down, talking about he don't care about the KGB, talking about he had just locked Gustavo up, and all this, that, and the third. So now the girl's like, and he also tells her about the deal that the KGB dude offered him in the bar. So after he tell her that the DEA thinking about shutting the operation down and arresting him. She's like, well, do you think now is a good idea to take the KGB deal or whatever? So Gustavo says, he said it in Spanish, but I wrote this down. Because they didn't give us no subtitles. I think they gave us Spanish subtitles. I don't remember, but I had to go to my translation. He said, posa ver que pedo. And when I put that in my thing, it said something weird. But I took it as basically saying we'll see. So she asked him, do you think you should take the KGB dude deal? He says we'll see, basically. So Louis, she back at the what they own, a club or something? They own something. She there, she going crazy and whatever. She ain't heard from Jerome. She asking all the henchmen they heard from or whatever. They talking about nah, they ain't heard him. So then Jerome pop up. He drunk as hell, stumbling, coming in the house and all that. Say he done with the drug game. Say he going to Jamaica. So Louis is like, what are you talking about? This, that, and third. He started going at Louis, talking about, I never wanted this. I ain't never want this ish. You wanted this, and I stayed in it for you. You money hungry. You love it too much. This, that, and third. Start going on and stuff. Louis starting to look hurt. She looking upset. She's like, you don't mean what you're saying, basically. He like, just the realest ish I ever said, basically. So it's just, it was just a whole crazy situation. And Louis was just standing there like, looking defeated. She didn't know what to say back. So basically, Franklin and V, they back in Cali, or wherever they stay at, but they in the car or whatever. He telling V like, you made the right choice. Basically telling her all together. He's telling her you made the right choice. I can't remember what he said all together, but V's face in that moment looking like she don't know if she made the right choice. She like 50-50. She on the fence. She don't know. Dang, here I go. I always get the peel and the stickers off my Bics. It's just a habit. I don't know. So Franklin, we get this scene in the old house. The old Franklin's old house is Franklin, Wanda, Sissy, Leon, and V. And Franklin basically telling them what he did. He's like, now I know Teddy gonna be trying to come after everybody I care about, so y'all basically gotta like keep y'all head on the swivel, like watch your surroundings, all that stuff. Stay out of sight. Cause he know Teddy gonna retaliate. And Sissy was like, was it even worth it, basically? And Franklin was just like, I'm trying to basically trying to draw him out. Teddy was like, shit, let Teddy said, I'm not Teddy, Leon was like, let Teddy come in the hood. We got something for his ass. I was like, that'd be funny. That'd be a funny ass scene though, to have Teddy come to the hood and all them niggas just light his ass up. That'd be funny. It'd definitely be unexpected. So that's when Sissy asked, like, was this your plan all along? And Franklin basically was like Teddy forced my hand. Like, what you expect me to do? You took all my money and left me out here dry. What you expect me to do? He was like, I'm just trying to draw him out, basically, because he feel like he can't be touched. So he starts saying, all right, mama, you gonna come stay with me and V. And she like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna stay right here in the old house, thugging it, still working at the shelter, all that. So, you know, Franklin, he trying to contest it, he against it, he like, nah, no. But Leon was like, you know what, I got your mother. You know I ain't gonna let nothing happen to her. We're gonna protect her, basically. So Franklin, he like, okay, we're gonna let it go. So him and V leave. Oh, and that was the end of that scene. I thought something happened after him and V left, but no. It gets to this crazy ass scene. The KGB dude, he at his place. Teddy knock on the door. KGB dude got his gun. He opened the door. Teddy got his hands up. He's like, I'm unarmed. I don't got nothing on me. Says he just want to talk. KGB dude seems like defensive at first, like he don't want to let him in. He eventually lets him in. He's like, I just want to talk. I don't want to talk out here. I don't want nobody hear nothing, something like that. So then Teddy come in. He talking about he want to talk before it's too late. So I was just like, oh, I know where this about to go. Man, I hate these damn booklet things. Damn paper just flipped. Let me see where I'm at. I'm right here. Okay, so Teddy, he telling KGB dude, like, basically, tell your bosses you made a mistake. You don't know what's going on here. We ain't doing nothing here. This, that, and the third. Like, tell him you made a mistake. Tell him we not doing what you think we doing. So the KGB dude, he not budging. He like, what'd he say? He said, I do believe what you're doing is wrong. This, that, and the third. Teddy started, like, making points about how, like, who cares about what he doing? Like, yeah, people are getting hurt, but it's not, like, who cares, basically? He says, who cares, basically. But he tells, like, some type of story or something. He's like, who cares? So Teddy telling the KGB dude, like, this is not your fight, basically. Like, just take your dude whose shoes is in the closet. Tell him, let's go and leave, and leave all this behind. So he was like, if I really wanted you dead, I would have been killed you or something he said like that. But then he tells KGB dude, he's like, if you're gone, if you try to like trip our surveillance or try to trick and get out of us watching you or something like that, I'm going to know and I'm going to find you and I'm going to kill you. What was the deal though? Let me see. Yeah, it basically says if he tries to slip the surveillance that they got on him, he gonna kill him. So I'm like in this moment I'm like, so does that mean you don't want him to run? I'm confused because you're saying you watching him, but if he's supposed to run and disappear with his boyfriend, then what you mean if he slip your surveillance, then you gonna find him and kill him? So I was confused in that moment, but maybe I missed something. I don't know. But that's why I do these reviews, because so people could comment and be like, no, you missed that part. So yeah. So Louie, she go to Jerome, trying to apologize for how she basically brought him into this life, this, that, and the third. She didn't know that it was going to happen, that this stuff was going to happen this way when she betrayed Franklin and all this stuff with Teddy. So I was just like, I don't know. I mean, I understood where she was coming from, but in those moments, Louis was doing Louis. So she's telling Jerome, like, I know you said you want to leave, but can you just stay a little while longer? Because you the one that you basically like our face. Like when we go to our connects and do our distros and all the people and all that, they know you and stuff. So it's gonna be kind of hard for me to move around because without you being there. She's telling Jerome all this, telling him that she get a page. She got to make a drop off to Scully, aka Stacy from the Wood. Like I gotta make a drop off to Scully. So she says that. I think she said that before she says all this other stuff about how she need him to be the face and all that. So after that, Jerome he's like, I'm still leaving. I hear all you saying, but I'm still leaving. But I will make that last drop off for you to Scully, which I thought was weird. I was like, I thought that was weird. I was like, is he gonna do something with the drop to make her fall off even more? I thought that part was weird. So then we get to this damn chick that I can't stand. Teddy Lord Jump that he talking to now. So he offering her a place to stay because he feel like she in danger too. Well, she might be. So she like, how long? How long am I gonna be in hiding or whatever? Or staying with you? So he say, after Franklin's dead, after I kill Franklin. So she like, what's next? What happens after you kill Franklin? He was like, did you still want to? He was like, you told me to ask you when I was ready to take the money and leave. So he was like, do you down for me to just take this money? Let's just go somewhere. So she was like, that's the sexiest thing a man has ever said to me. And I was like, girl, yes or no? You annoying. I don't like her. I don't like her character. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't even like her enough to learn her name. I keep calling her Teddy's girlfriend. You see how I learned everybody else's name. I don't really care to learn her name. So then, what is this? Gustavo and Franklin meet up. This was a surprise to me. So I guess Gustavo felt like, oh, he could really get to Teddy. He ain't need my help. So he goes to Franklin and he like, they make a deal for Gustavo. I guess Gustavo's going to get Teddy to Franklin. And they make a deal for $1 million. It's supposed to be the $10 million, but I guess Franklin said something about he couldn't get it on hand, or because Gustavo needed it right then and there. Because he on the time frame, he don't know when the DEA gonna make that decision, keep the operation going, shut it down, arrest him. So he like, I need this $10 million now. Franklin like, I can't get it just quick. I can get you $1 million right now. Gustavo was hesitant at first, but then he was like, I'm gonna give you one. He was like, I'm gonna take the $1 million for Teddy's location, basically. Then he was like, but I also need passports for me and my family. And he was like, when this go down, he tells Franklin, he's like, when this go down, I need you to kill Teddy. Like, ain't no hesitation, kill Teddy, because I can't have me and my family out here looking over our shoulders and stuff. Like, and it's like they're still gonna be looking over your shoulders because Teddy still got that CIA dude. So he gonna come for you regardless. Like, they gonna come for you. They gonna find you. It's the CIA. But either way, he's still like, I need passports for me and my family. And Franklin promises Gustavo, he's like you asking me to do something that I don't want to do, basically. He's like, I want to do this. So Franklin promises Gustavo he's going to kill Teddy. And at this point, I believe Franklin. You just killed that man's father. And I thought it was so funny how Teddy tried to act like he didn't care about his father when he cared about when his father was disappointed in him because he felt like Teddy. He blamed Teddy for his brother's death and all that. So I was just like, this nigga Teddy. I mean, I bet Franklin will do it. So the tip that Franklin gave Kane about Louis being at the horse stables and stuff paid off because he had his soldiers. We saw last episode staking out there, so they still was there, and Louis ends up showing up. So. Stupid decision, I felt like, on Louis' part. She tells her security, I'm good. I'm just going to ride by myself. So she riding, and then these shots start to go off. She fall off her horse, so she trying to grab her gun, but it's too late. Her horse started to go crazy when they heard the shots. I mean, I don't blame it, but she fall off that jump. Tried to go for her gun, but she wasn't quick enough. They pulled out on her. So now we know Kane's men got her. So Franklin and V, they at the secret stash house that only he and her know where it's at. So she's like, you think it's a good idea for you to be making a drop off in the hood, telling Franklin this, like, you need to make a drop off to Leon. And Franklin like, I already know where I'm going, this, that, and third. And V was like, well, I should know the location too, because just in case something happens to you. Which I thought was sneaky, but at the same time, might just be her looking out. Whatever. So he tell her the location. And I was like, they gave that a moment. Like, I feel like when shows give stuff moments, I feel like something is going to happen later on. So they gave that a moment when he gave her the address. It was like a short pause. So I was like, okay. So then Franklin, he get this paid from Kane. He called Kane. So Kane was like, I got this nice package. Basically telling him he got Louis. He was talking about, come see what it is, whatever. So Kane, he got Louis. She tied up. So he asking her basically where the ex-cop is, the ex-dirty cop at, the one that shot him. So, Louis, she not telling him. So Kane, he started like kicking her and stuff, like kicking her endless times. So Franklin, he ends up showing up, and he's like, why am I here? He's like, why am I here? He sees Louis on the ground, he's just like, why am I here? And I felt like this was dumb on Kane's behalf. Like, you got Louis, why you want to bring Franklin in to show him? Like, at the end of the day, I mean, I know he betrayed his family, but at the same time, it's still his family, as we see towards the end of this episode. But it's like, that's still his family, so like, why you want him here? Like he said, why am I here? So Kane was just like, I thought you would want to do the honors. Cause Louis went behind his back to Teddy. Like, that's not grounds to kill, especially because it's family. Even though they're not related, they're related through marriage, whatever you want to call it. But still, it's just like, and Louis, I think somewhat, did Louis raise him a little bit? I don't know, I can't remember. But I was just like, why, Kane? So he was like, I want you to do the honors. Franklin was like, nah, I'm good. Let me see, Franklin. Yeah, Franklin was like, I'm good. Like, I don't blame Franklin. Like, why would you want to have that on your hands, on your conscience? So Kane, he asked Louis again, like, where's the ex-cop at? While Franklin's standing right there. So she spits at him. He started laughing, telling some story about how he was branding somebody else, some other people. I can't remember the story. But in all, he ends up branding Louis' chest in that moment with like a K for Kane. And Louis still didn't break. Louis was a soldier. She was screaming like a mug, but she was holding it together. She was holding it in. So Kane, he leaves out. Another stupid moment I felt like. I was like, what if Franklin would just let him go right there? But I guess, Franklin's smart. That wouldn't have worked. So, and Louis knew that wasn't going to happen. So Franklin basically go up to her. And then before this moment, before Kane leaves out, he's talking about he going to call all his boys basically to come and like run a train on her or whatever. So Kane leaves out. So Franklin goes to Louis. He's like, man, tell them where that cop at, man. He like, tell them where that cop at and pray for a quick death. Because at this moment, Franklin's still probably not giving in. So Franklin like, pray for a quick death and just give him that cop up. If you get a cop up, he probably won't do what he about to plan to do. So Louis started getting mad. She like, well, she already pissed. So she's like, you put me in this situation. All this is because of you, like everything. And I was in this moment like, no, that's not true. You could blame Franklin for a lot of stuff, but you was the one dealing with that dirty cop. Franklin didn't even have no association with that dirty cop. That was all you, Louis, and you the one got Kane shot, so you cannot blame that on Franklin. Like, the only thing you can blame Franklin for is giving Kane the location of where you ride your horses and stuff at. That's the only thing you can blame Franklin for. But no, you put yourself in this situation because Kane would have called up to you regardless, with or without Franklin. Like, you got him shot. Like, you enemy number one in his mind. He would have got to you either way. So I felt like when she said that, I was like, no, Louis, this is all you. So then Louis tries to be like, what if I can get Teddy to, what if I can get you to Teddy? I can get him to you. I can schedule a meetup, get him to you. So Franklin was like, "Nah, I'm good on that end." So Louis was just like sick. It was just like so crazy. I was just like, damn, Franklin do not care no more. And we know Franklin don't care no more. Like, I knew Franklin didn't care no more after he robbed Louis and Jerome. I was like, he don't care no more. He is savage. Like Kane said, he's a hoe, and hoes gonna make money. Hoes gonna get that money. So, so in that moment, I was like, poor Louis, but I mean, it is what it is. So Franklin, he get in his car and he do that little fake, like light little spaz out that he be doing on his steering wheel. He stay doing that when he be mad. I be finding that funny, but he do that. So then we get this little quick scene with Jerome. He outside of Scully place with the drop off the product or whatever. So then Franklin, he pays Leon. So he's telling Leon on the phone. Before Leon gets the page from Franklin, it's a dude, one of Dion's old soldiers telling Leon, like, they out here, they need to eat. Leon saying they need to, like, make some structure first before he can start distributing, things like that. Little short conversation. So then he get the page from Franklin. Call Franklin back. So Franklin telling Leon on the phone, like, try to reach out to Jerome. He telling Leon about how they got Louis or whatever. And Leon and Franklin telling Leon, like, I can't get in touch with him. And Leon was like, I'm gonna try to hit him up. So Leon ends up reaching out to Jerome. So Jerome, he at Scully place. He on the phone. He like, give me the location. He already ready. He like, I'm going to the guns and blazing. He already ready. Scully looking like, what's going on, cuz? I'm down. So I was like, oh, it's about to go down. He ready to ride. I wrote that. He ready to ride. So Jerome, he ends up paging the ex-cop dude. And what the ex-cop dude doing? In his car getting high. And Jerome been told this dude to stop. He's still in his car getting high, so he don't even get the page. So we ain't counting on him. I don't even know why he paged him. I was like, why you even page him? He ain't even a cop no more. And he getting high. And he's like, he not even like, he'll turn on y'all so quick for a coke bag or something. You never know. But that's what I'm saying. Like, why you even call him? You can't trust him. So we get this meet up. It's Jerome, Scully. They got their men with them. Franklin there with his men, and Leon there with his soldiers and all that. So immediately, Jerome, you already know, he ain't feeling Franklin. Franklin said something. What did he say? He said something about let's go now. Yeah, Jerome was like, let's go now. And Franklin was like, if we go in there right now with no plan or something like that, like it won't work out right, basically. And Jerome, he ain't trying to hear that. He pulled a gun out on Franklin. And I think Franklin grabbed a gun and like put it to his head, like do it, basically. Yeah, he's like, yeah, you want to do this? So he was like, you gonna do it now or not? Because we wasting time right now. Like let's go. So then we get this scene. He bring his dudes there, and he's showing them Louis. It's very creepish. He's like, oh yeah, yellow bone. I'm just like, creepish. It's creepish. I mean, the scene is doing what it's supposed to do. Make us feel like this is about to be very sad for Louis. So then we get this last scene, which is kind of like, it's all like in the warehouse, but it's kind of like set up to make it look like this is basically the last scene because it kind of goes towards the end. So Franklin, he come back to the warehouse. The two soldiers out there, one of them asking the other why he ain't in there with the other dudes trying to run a train on Louis or whatever. And the other dude was like, I'd rather be out here. Something he said. So Franklin pull up on them. So they like, what you doing back or something like that. And Franklin was like, I can't remember what Franklin told them, but they let him in. Because one of the other dudes was like hesitant at first. He was like, nah, what are you doing back here? But the other one was like, nah, just let him in. So now we got Kane's, the dudes that he brought. They basically trying to question Louis and this, that, and the third. So she offering to pay them. She's like, whatever he offering y'all, I can pay. She was like, yeah, he ain't tell y'all I was a loaded B and all that. I can get you any type of cash flow you want. They not trying to hear none of that. I think is that the part where he told her to like take her clothes off, or he told her to do something. Told her to take her clothes off or something. But she ain't trying to do it like the soldiers, they holding her. And I was wondering, like, I mean, I'm glad this didn't happen, but I was like, they soldiers, they could just be taking her clothes off instead of you telling her to take her clothes off. But it was, I don't know, but I'm glad they didn't do that. So Franklin, he back inside Kane's little whatever compound, whatever you want to call it. He popped the trunk and Jerome in there. I think, oh no, Jerome was just in there. So Jerome, he get out the car. He knocks both of Kane's little soldiers that was at the gate out, and he started to let his people in. They driving in like I think like 3 cars deep. So the dude, he's still trying to like interrogate Louis. He started telling her like get naked. He started touching himself and stuff. He was like get naked. She was like, who hurt you back in the day or something? Sorry about that. It's annoying. But she's like, who hurt you back in the day? Things like that. And he started to feel a way when she's saying this. But eventually he's like that don't. He basically trying to say it don't get to him and all that. Talking about take your clothes off. This, that, and the third. Say, that's what I wrote it down. Yeah, he said he was tricked by his mom at a young age, and he started turning tricks for his mom at a young age. And he started getting mad. Told Louis to bend over. Mind you, she still got her clothes on, so I was just like, where is this even going? Told her to bend over. So then Franklin, he come in, and Kane's soldiers, they just all around, just chilling or whatever. Franklin come in like, hey, what's up with y'all niggas and all that? Asked one of his soldiers, where Kane at? So the soldier lies in this moment. I feel like he lies in this moment because he told Franklin, Kane, he said Kane gone, he stepped out or something like that. So immediately Franklin shoots him in the head and they start shooting. Jerome and Leon and them start busting in and start shooting. It's a big ass shootout. So the guy that's in there touching himself with Louis and stuff, he hit a shot, so he started to get startled. He tell his men and stuff to go see what that's about and all that. So I said Franklin goes to get Leon. What did he go get Leon for? I think Leon got shot or something. And I think Franklin, because I said Franklin runs to get Leon. I think maybe Leon got shot or Leon was in a predicament where Franklin had to come save him or something. So at this point, the rapey guy, the one that was trying to rape Louis, he runs off. He's scared or whatever. Kane trying to call him like, where you running from? And that's why I feel like the soldier lied, because Kane pops up in this moment asking the rapey guy why he running or whatever. But I was like, the soldier just told Franklin that Kane was gone. So I feel like that was a setup in itself. So Jerome busts in, got the gun on Kane. Kane got the gun to Louis. He got his arm around her. Kane started talking hella shit. So I was like, damn, I just cursed, whatever. Kane started talking hella trash. So Jerome, I felt like in that moment, Jerome could have just popped him while he was talking. Because Kane was just talking too much, just saying stuff, kissing Louis on the forehead, on the head and all that. And I was just like, pop this fool. Like, he talking, he ain't even thinking that you would shoot him. So, Kane doing all this talking, and eventually they start shooting each other. And Louis jumps out the way. They shooting at each other, so they both getting hit, Kane and Jerome. So I guess Kane is down. Franklin, he run in there. Leon in there. Who else in there? Scully, I think. And Louis just over Jerome's body because Jerome laying there dying, bubbling up blood. Jerome, she going hysterical. She like, Jerome. Even Franklin's like, Unc. They feeling it. I love that they came back together in this moment, but it was just so sad that they had to come together. And Jerome died. I knew That's why I said at the beginning. I told y'all niggas because I said from episode 1 that somebody important was gonna die. One of the most important characters was gonna die. I said it was either gonna be Franklin, Sissy, Jerome, or Louis. I said that, and I still feel like it could still be somebody else because it's the final season. So I wasn't expecting it to be Jerome first, but I knew it was gonna be somebody. So that was just crazy. I was just like, oh man, we just lost Jerome, man. I was like, that's crazy. And we possibly lost Leon. I can't remember. But I was like, damn, we lost Jerome, and that was so sad. And it looked like the dudes raped Louis a little bit, so that was sad too. And it was like a whole sad moment. But I was just glad that Franklin came to their defense in the end. So I was just happy about that. But like that's why I said I graded this joint an A+. It was lit. Like it had all the action, it had all the moments. It was just like I was like, I know these next couple of episodes gonna be crazy. So my predictions, let me see. Sissy better watch out because I feel like Teddy gonna be coming for her next. Let me see who else. Franklin and Louis coming back together. Does that mean is Louis still gonna help Franklin get to Teddy? I don't know. And what does this mean for Louis now? Is she gonna stay in the business or is she gonna leave the business because of Jerome being dead now? Poor Gustavo. I don't know. With Jerome being dead, this changes a lot. Louis by herself now, so is her and Franklin gonna team up? I don't know. They better watch out because Teddy coming. And Teddy gonna come like a force. He already said he can't do nothing. He can't make no moves without Franklin being dead. So, I don't know. And what's the KGB dude gonna do? Because Teddy know his secret now. So, this stuff is crazy. But yeah, thanks for watching this review. Please like this video. Please share this video. Subscribe to my channel because I do review other shows. And comment below what you would grade this episode and what you thought. Tell me if I missed anything or if I'm off on anything because I might have missed some. I'd be high. But yeah. Let me know. Thanks for watching. Peace.